the beginning, man lived in forests. He felt the need to protect himself from wild animals. Therefore, using his intelligence, he began to devise weapons out of wood, stone, and bones. Of these, the stone tools were not perishable, and they are found today on a large scale. This early period is therefore named as the Stone Age. Many stone tools and weapons have been found in excavations. During the Stone Age, man steadily made progress in the technique of making tools and weapons. The Stone Age is divided into two periods: the Paleolithic or the Old Stone Age and the Neolithic or the New Stone Age. The Neolithic Age began about 10,000 years ago. During this period, man learnt the technique of agriculture and domestication of animals. He also discovered metals. In the course of time, along with stone implements, he began to devise metal artifacts too. Now, let us study about their food. Man used to eat fruits, roots, and flesh. He hunted small animals and also knew fishing. In the course of time, he learnt the use of fire for cooking food. Next is agriculture. Usually, it was men who went hunting and made tools and weapons. Women gathered fruits and roots, took care of the foodstuff, and prepared food. Women learnt through observation that new plants sprout from seeds that fall on the ground. That is how agriculture, sowing and cultivating grains, began in the Neolithic Age. Later, agriculture became the prime occupation of man. Man cultivated cereals like rice, barley, wheat, bajra, and jowar. He also cultivated legumes like peas, gram, green gram, lentil, etc. He used stone or wooden hoes or stag horns to plough the land. Thus, man, who was a food gatherer, became a producer of food. That is why human life became stable in the Neolithic Age. Domestication of animals. Man began to keep herds of animals like cattle, goats, sheep, pigs, and donkeys. He began to use animals for agriculture. Coming to the technology of making weapons, tools, and implements. Initially, man made his tools and weapons by chipping and cutting stones, bones, and wood. Hand axes, cutting tools were the implements of the Stone Age man. Later, he began to make tools and weapons which had thin and straight blades. He used flint for this purpose. These tools were fitted with wooden or bone handles. These tools made various tasks possible. Sharp tools were used to tear the hide, and pointed tools were used to make holes. Bones, fish bones, ivory, horns, etc. were used for making needles, arrowheads, fish hooks, and other implements. Coming to art and craft. Paintings made by the ancient man on the walls of caves have been found. Some of them depict scenes of hunting. We also find depictions of community dancing and of various animals. Shells, conches, ivory, beads were used for making ornaments. During the Neolithic Age, man began to make earthen or clay models of animals and human beings. It was during this period that man invented the wheel. The wheel was used for transport and for making earthen pots. The invention of the wheel accelerated the progress of mankind. Now, let us see what village settlement is. Human life became stable during the Neolithic Age. people began to build their houses close together for the purpose of protection and convenience. This gave rise to village settlements. Emergence of urban civilization. Besides agriculture, other occupations gradually emerged. Surplus of agriculture produce and other goods gave rise to trade. In places convenient for trade, towns developed. That is how the foundation of urban civilization was laid. Such urban civilizations arose on the banks of rivers. Urban civilizations also existed in the basins of the rivers Euphrates and Tigris in Asia and the Nile in Africa. Now, let us get some additional information about evolution of man. The Earth is a planet in the solar system. It came into being about 4,500 million years ago. At first, it was in the gaseous state. Gradually, over a period, it solidified and land formed. Water bodies developed on land. Algae-like plants developed in water. At this time, unicellular microorganisms were formed. Animals on the earth evolved in stages from these unicellular microorganisms. The process of development of the living world from unicellular living beings to man is known as evolution. This evolution has taken place over millions of years. Today's man evolved in stages from the ape, that is a monkey closely resembling man. The two main stages in this evolution are Homo erectus and Homo sapiens. The word Homo indicates man and erectus indicates with an upright spine. Homo sapiens means the wise man. At this stage, he began to make fire and devise stone implements.